Welcome to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm your host, Avery Cooper. Your stream co-sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. I'm here in studio with Christian County YMCA Director Bruce Blanchin. Welcome back to the program, Bruce.
Hey, glad to be here again.
Great to have you here.
It's a good Monday, right?
It's a good Monday. Goodness, it is Monday. After a crazy weekend of March Madness, we're back to work, waiting the Sweet 16.
That's right. That's right.
How's your bracket looking?
Not too good. I got pretty. Kentucky let me down big time. Iowa did too. Being I'm from Iowa, I had to follow my heart, but bad decision.
Hawkeyes did win the Big Ten championship tournament, but yeah, after that, anyway. Let's get into the YMCA. What is the YMCA's March membership drive?
You know, we have a really good membership drive going on right now. For basically, it was from kind of following March Madness. Our March Mania drive, basically from March 15th to April 4th throughout the tournament. If any new member comes in to join, we waive the joiner fee. So pretty good deal. So for an adult, it's $50. For a youth, it's $20. So or an individual, it's $50 as well. So it's it's a pretty good deal. So I encourage anyone out there who's thinking about it to come on out. You know, we'll give you a tour, show you around, maybe a free pass or two, and then join up.
To quantify that, it's $50 per new member that's joining, right? Yeah. And so, I mean, a family of four.
No. Right. So a family of four, if a family joins, it's $50. If an adult joins, it's $50. We kept the fee the same.
I see.
We felt like if a youth member joins, they shouldn't pay that. That shouldn't be the amount. So then they pay less.
I see. So it's not for a family for $50 per person. It's
right.
Got it.
Right.
It's just a $50 fee.
Yep.
That
$50
is waived
savings
that when you join up until April 4th.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So how's that been going so far? I know it's only about like a week into that period of time, but how's it going?
I think we've had about 10 members come in this past week. So that's pretty good. March, when the weather starts getting nice and things start changing outside, and, everyone kind of gets wanting to doing things outdoors. So we still have a lot of members. We still have a lot of daily usage, and we'll continue to program and do things just to try to keep people busy. And hopefully, I think that one of the big things that helps us, Avery, is the 24-hour access. So the 24-hour access is big. It allows somebody who works an odd shift or gets up early or is a night owl to kind of come in, scan the key fob, go in, work out, go home. So that's been big for us. So,
well, when you join the YMCA, what kind of things will you have available to you?
So we have a lot of programming opportunities. Our pool is got a lot of stuff going on between group swim lessons, private swim lessons, parent-child swim lessons. We actually had quite a few in this last session, which for us, that's great. We have fitness classes. We're wrapping up our youth basketball program and our biddy basketball program. So youth basketball was for kids in grades 1 through 4 and 5 through 8. Biddy ball was for those kids kind of before first grade. And then pretty soon here, we'll have our spring soccer program. I think Mike was talking about maybe starting it maybe the 2nd to 3rd week in April. And maybe like do a Saturday, a Tuesday, Thursday type thing. One or probably practice through the week, games on weekends or vice versa. So, we have a lot of land and water aerobic fitness classes. Nice. One of the things I always say that I'm really amazed that we do, and I think I'm really proud to say, are Rocksteady boxing for those with Parkinson's. And you see them come in, and I think that class just has a way of trying to improve their motor skills, and that's fantastic.
I want to get to that. I want to talk a lot more about that here in the next 15 minutes or so. But first, I wanted to cover a little bit of ground. I know Mike does a great job with all the programs that involve youth, including what you recently had, your 3-on-3 basketball tournament. But I wanted to ask you about the soccer, right? coming up? Does he have all of the coaches, the referees available? Are you still looking for teams?
You
How's
know
that
what?
going?
Yeah, registration's still open.
Okay.
And he's still accepting parents who want to coach. And if there's a kid or a college student or an adult out there who wants to referee, we're always looking for referees as well. He has a few people lined up to help out in the program, but I'll say this: we will never have enough volunteers. That's, I think that's what's key and critical to the Y, and a big component, Avery, is that many people are willing to volunteer their time to help out, whether that be in a youth sport or our board members or other volunteers who help out with maybe help sub in a fitness class or in any other capacity. So, our sustaining drive coming up is another thing. We get a lot of volunteers that'll volunteer and help out. So there's so many things that we need volunteers for, but youth sports is a big one.
Is it a little, you mentioned the sustaining drive. Is there more information on that as of yet, or is that coming in the next few weeks?
Yeah, we will. Our sustaining drive will have a kickoff on Wednesday, April 6th, and we'll go through, it'll be a 2-week period. We'll go through Wednesday, April 20th, and we will ask, we have 10, we're trying to arrange 10 team captains. And then each team captain is responsible to try to get 5 workers. And we're kind of helping as well. Like, I've been making phone calls and or our staff have been talking to members at the Y to maybe see if there's people who wouldn't mind volunteering to make 5 to 7 contacts. That's really all we ask, is that they make 5 to 7 contacts of people that they know or they're comfortable calling or talking to. And the sustaining drive, our goal this year is $44,000. And that is, it's a big deal. I mean, it enables a lot of people who whether they're going through, they lost their job, they were sick, they separated, whatever the case is, it allows people who, maybe have fallen on financial difficulty or have some financial issues, that it allows them program opportunities, membership opportunities that they wouldn't get otherwise.
Yeah, so in other words, it's an opportunity for the community to be able to support some of the members of the YMCA who might be struggling financially.
Sure. And some of them have a membership. Some of them, they might be, a single parent. Their child needs childcare, and they're trying to work. They're trying to provide for their family. So, they may be involved in before or after school programs, or in the summer, or summer day camp program, or as school's going on, when no school's in session and they have to work, they could be in our schools out program at the Y all day. So there's a lot of program opportunities for people. That's just an example, where it really helps.
Yeah. About those programs for kids and for parents, talk a little bit more about some of those. You guys have so many programs. I feel like it's hard to keep up.
We really do. We got, a few of the things that we kind of started back in January. We tried to start Teen Center again. And the first Teen Center went, I think there was like 63 to 65 kids. And then the next one, and it was over 80.
Wow.
And then we host on a couple times a month, we host grade school parties as well. So those are for kids in grade school, and they're for, 4 hours a night, 5 to 9 on a Saturday evening. The kids get to swim, kind of gym and swim time, and just with your friends, kind of an open time to just kind of hang out and have fun. And we started, I think, with 37 in the first one. And the second time we did it, we had around 75 kids. So there's other things that we do, like before and after school's out. We have a babysitting room where if a member's, has a young child or a toddler, they can come into a class in the morning, in the evening, they can go to their fitness class, drop their child off in there. We have staff in there that'll watch their kids, and it's a perfect opportunity for them to kind of give them some space. Not that everyone needs it, but you got to have some time away. You can work out, you can go to a fitness class. Your child gets to interact with other kids in a great setting, lots of toys, great staff. So it's a perfect setting.
Yeah, I would say so myself. I definitely need a place to put the kids when I go to work out, I would think.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people who take advantage of it. And I think that's one thing that's really nice for members, is that, they get to, enjoy the when you join the YMCA, you get free fitness classes, you get free childcare like that. You could drop your child off in the babysitting room and there's no additional fee.
Yeah.
You pay your monthly membership and that covers everything there. So, and then there are some classes or some programs we'll do with a small fee attached to a member, but most of the time, most of them are included. So
let me reintroduce you here, and then we'll talk a little bit more, especially about your Rocksteady boxing class on the WTIM morning show. That is Christian County YMCA Director Bruce Blanchard. I'm your host, Avery Cooper. Your stream is co-sponsored by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. Back in a moment here on WTIM and online on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook.
Kirby Hames here from PS Printing in Taylorville. We have a new location to serve you. We're now at 350 North Webster on Illinois Route 29, right next to Wendy's. We're still providing the quality printing services you have come to expect from PS Printing since 1978, as well as complete web design, hosting, and even mobile apps. And we also create and provide digital signage to help you promote your products even better. PS Printing, now at 350 North Webster next to Wendy's. Online at psprinting.com.
This is Jordan Rupert with People's Bank and Trust, where customers have one business banker who understands their business and provides the right financial service to achieve their financial goals. Your business banker is your single source for all your financial needs, from cash management to lines of credit, from mortgages to equipment loans, and everything in between. Call me at 888-PBT-1954. Bank with People's Bank and Trust, so you can spend your time running your business, not explaining it. At People's Bank and Trust, we put people first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Listen for Taylorville Tornado baseball, softball, and Little League games on New Country 104.1 and streamed live on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. You'll hear selected boys baseball, girls softball, and Little League games brought to you by Blakely Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Taylorville Vision Source, Kirby Real Estate, and the senior citizens of Christian County, all in Taylorville.
The purple and gold are coming your way. The Taylorville Tornadoes are going to do it today.
I'm Police Chief Andrew Pistorius with the Sullivan Police Department, here to talk about a topic no one wants to discuss, depression that many times leads to suicide. When a person is going through such feelings, many times family and friends don't know how to help. But there is help. If you feel depressed or lonely, there are many resources to help you. Call a trusted relative, friend, or minister, or call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline toll-free at 800-273-TALK. That's 800-273-TALK. All of us are here to help.
No taxes. No tax on Max Life mattresses. No tax on Arctic Breeze mattresses. No tax on all Bemco mattress sets. All month long, Just Beds will pay your sales tax on the entire Bemco product line in the store, even sale items. That Bemco mattress set you want, no tax. Max Life, Chatham & Wells, Arctic Breeze, or Arctic Life mattress, no tax. All Bemco, all month, no tax. As always, free delivery setup in Holloway. See the Onyx Terminators at Just Beds on Montvale in Springfield.
Just Beds.
Anderson Jewelers in Taylorville is Christian County's only retail jewelry store. Click our icon on Taylorville Daily News to browse our selection of engagement rings, wedding sets, watches, gifts, and more.
Taylorville Estates may be able to help you or your loved one prevent early nursing home placement. Click on our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com to see our comparison chart. For a personal tour, call me, Janet Dobbs, at 824-2222.
Welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm your host, Avery Cooper. Your stream co-sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. I'm here in studio with Christian County YMCA Director Bruce Blanchard, talking about all the great programs that the Christian County YMCA has to offer. One of the things you mentioned, Bruce, is your Rocksteady boxing class. Tell everyone a little bit about it. What is Rocksteady boxing?
So Rocksteady boxing is a class that is for those with Parkinson's. And, we have a couple instructors in the class, and there's a few other volunteers, and then some individuals, but it's for anyone with Parkinson's disease. And it's a pretty cool class. They have activities that they'll do is they sit in a chair in a big circle, and then they'll they'll kind of do some physical fitness activities. They'll walk around. Then we have heavy bags that they'll hit. And I guess, from my understanding, it's helps those with Parkinson's because it's repetitive motion, and it helps try to kind of like, I won't say stave off the disease or anything like that, but it helps to maybe slow that progression down. It helps to keep their good coordination, I guess,
right.
because that's one of the things you lose throughout that process. And it's really kind of a pretty cool thing to see that there's many people in the community, whether it be a loved one, or they'll bring them out, their spouse or family member will go take them upstairs, go into the class. They'll be up there for 45 minutes to an hour, and they keep coming back, and and they do it repetitively. So I think it's one of the things that it's pretty cool to say that the YMCA does, because not many Ys do that.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, are there any YMCA or other Rocksteady boxing programs in the area?
I don't know if there's many in the area. I would imagine there might be some in Decatur, Bloomington, Champaign, Springfield, but I guess I haven't heard of them.
Got it.
So it doesn't mean they're not out there.
Right.
But I know in this area we're probably one of the few that do it.
If I may offer an analogy, it's like with anything that stays in, or keep an object in motion stays in motion, right? And that's the same thing with your brain. And even if you have a neurodegenerative disease like Parkinson's, it allows you to keep using those skills, even if you might be losing them.
You're right. And so I just think it's something that's really cool that the YMCA offers, and it helps those with that disease. And we also have, we used to have a diabetes prevention program, and we're trying to, it was pretty costly.
Yeah.
And you had to have diabetes to be in the program. And so we're talking about trying to come out with maybe like a diabetes awareness program, and just modify the WISE program to meet our needs and our community's needs, and then try to lower that cost substantially, and then try to help those who might be on the edge of diabetes and or who do have it to introduce some things to them that could help them throughout the disease.
Yeah. Excellent. So real quick, let's review your 3-on-3 basketball tournament. How did that go?
Oh, it was huge. It was amazing. We had, I'm going to say we had well over 1,000 people in our building. We had teams from Bloomington and Champaign, Williamsville. One team had a few kids from Chicago, Edwardsville, all area communities around here, Taylorville, Edinburgh, Kincaid, Morrisonville. The list goes on and on. There were over 63 teams. Mike Eisenbart did an outstanding job in coordinating it, and communicating with coaches and parents. And really, I think it was a big hit. And one of the things we talked about was trying to maybe do 2 to 3 of these a year. Years ago, when I was the program director years ago, we used to do it downtown for Chili Fest. That was a big deal. So, I don't know if that's what we're going to do, but we're going to try to at least target 2 to 3 times throughout the year where we can try to do this. And parking was the biggest issue. Every parking space in our parking lot was taken. And then they were parking alongside the road, exit road and entry road. And those are the good problems to have.
Yeah. Any final thoughts before you go here, Bruce?
No, if anyone's thinking about joining, please come out. We'll give you a tour. We'll share a free guest pass with you, and we'll get you on your way to a better you.
And that deadline to apply or to join before the membership fee is waived?
I'd say what it's March 15th through April 4th. So
awesome. After
the final on April 4th, then it's over.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's Christian County YMCA Director Bruce Blanchin.
Thanks, Avery. Appreciate it.
On the WTIM Morning Show.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241C.